Hello and good day. And basically, as you'll probably be seeing, yeah, the background's changed. It's no longer the Tomb Kings, it's now the Sword of Cain. And yeah, that means new DLC, and if you haven't probably guessed, it's hella cool. Sorry, I had that word in my head for a little bit. Had to get out there. And yeah, if you haven't guessed by this really corny pun, I'm going to be playing as Hellabrom. Yeah, not so much keen on the Vortex. Sadly, we will not be seeing Hellabrom in the Vortex. Probably because I'm finding Vortex quite repetitive because I'm playing it. I played it 8 times without completing it because of, well, DLC not allowing me to play previous save files because it corrupts the game. Whatever. Or maybe I could load my previous save files and see if it does work. I've had cases where it doesn't, because it tries to add the new DLC to a save file which does not contain the DLC, so it messes up. But also, what's the point in having Norska if I'm not going to see them in the Vortex? Especially things like Wolfric and Frog, but we could see Wolfric and Frog, I don't know, maybe in the DLC somehow, in the Vortex, or maybe it does add the new Norska into the Vortex. Even, yeah, because even though they've released the DLC now, it was technically released on Total Warhammer 1. Well, whatever, you get the idea. But yeah, I'm going to do Hellabrom, and we are going to have a hell of a time. Supposedly they say it's hard, and it's starting to say it's all quite hard, actually.
It is dusk.
Also,
we shall dance in
I'll
the
be coming back to you later.
We shall
but yeah, let's do this. Okay, so when I said I was going to do a Vortex, I realized we haven't actually seen the High Elves and Dark Elves one, so maybe having a High Elves and Dark Elves Vortex wouldn't be that bad. We'll have to see.
One death that has shaped the world.
That, and I think this is a new one anyway.
Son of Enarion was betrayed. The elven princes crowned Belshazzar as the second Phoenix King. Sir Malekith brooded and poured his hate into a single cup. Malekith toasted Belshazzar, then stepped over his dying body and into the sacred flame of kings. But the fires stripped his flesh, and with a final scream, he hurled himself back from whence he came.
Oh, that explains his whole
His
armor
body
business.
was taken north, and a suit of armor forged. Malekith was reborn. The Witch King, and in his shadow,
okay,
raised.
I'm sure there is a part that talks about Hellabrom, so I mean, it does look like the old one, but
then Malekith
yeah.
embarked on the most ruthless of plans. His sorcerers would unbind the magic of the Great Vortex.
I mean, when I saw it, I'm sure, well, because I actually came in the moment, I'm sure I saw Hellabrom in there.
And his elven mages,
or maybe that could have been the
Vortex
loading screen.
Siphons the winds of magic, keeping the demon tide at bay. Malekith's spell was flung at the Vortex. But Kalidor himself broke through the mists of time to deflect the titanic force back at its casters. The Shadowlands were ravaged, sundered.
A little bit of an interesting, a minor history lesson as well, which is kind of very cool. Because I didn't quite know that much, but I'm sure this sort of talks about like certain things. Because yeah, you can see the Sword of Cain there and whatnot.
You live. You die. You live. You die.
No.
Servants.
Wait, this is Marathi.
Amuse me.
Ugh. How
the
weird.
dragon with 2 tails hangs in the sky, and you indulge in petty games.
You summoned me, Your Highness.
Now this is
Bring this witch here.
Hellabrom.
First in war and prophecies.
She will betray you, my son. as all have done.
She is indebted to me. I have her soul. Step forward, Felicion Heartkeeper. The comet disrupts the vortex. Whilst it is weak, a prophecy can be fulfilled.
Of a king
Unless this isn't
who
actually
consumes the heart of
Hellabrom
Ulthuan,
and I'm being quite
my
blind
son will
very
take
clearly.
its power, and
I think I'm
our
being
vengeance.
incredibly blind and dumb right now.
The oracle.
To believe that was
She knows
stupidly
what to
Hellabrom.
do.
I am willing to serve, to earn my soul's release.
Yeah. Never mind, it's just basically a copy and paste campaign. I wish there would have been at least maybe a different animation then actually, but oh well. Still though, we haven't actually seen the rituals and whatnot. But to be honest, I really do hate them, so no. I mean, you can probably just see that, but I mean, I'm just going to play as Hellabrom because it's so... Even here it talks about Marathi and Malekith and... Yeah, it doesn't talk about Hellabrom at all. It's almost as if I'm playing a freaking Marathi campaign.
Cain, I stand before you seeking the pleasures of war. Blood will flow, and I shall bathe this.
I noticed a few things, like our little icons are a little bit smaller as well.
Something calls to me. From
Yeah,
across
as
the
you get close to
a
it, the
weapon
icons get
of
smaller. So
great power
if you
that
want to look at it
bears
from
the
this view,
mark of
it's
my lord.
not that bad.
With it, I will pierce the heart of Ulthuan and seize control
Seems
of
different.
the vortex. There is
It's just that
beauty
opening, I'm
in
guessing, was
violence,
old.
ecstasy and carnage. All that stand before me are mere vermin.
There's
They shall feel
Nagalothi.
no mercy as I unleash horror and torment upon them.
So he
As
does
with
have a
everything
so
in my way.
yeah,
The masters of
Elfanar
Nagarath
does
sit
have a
idly in
new
their
start,
towers,
which is
bar
interesting.
one. Marathi's
Elfanar,
pets,
sorry.
The treacherous Druki of Grog.
All right, they're going to be my first
For
little
them,
victims
pain
because well, I can get little warp stone.
For I am the
Warp stone.
Hat
I'm
Queen
thinking too
of
much of Dredge's
Hargoneth.
campaign.
Let the screams of
I'm
Death
guessing
Knight
warp
echo
scroll.
across the world.
Yeah. And how many? So this is our little death thing. So I need to require 800. So this could actually be pretty good for getting things that give me more slaves and having buildings that lower the slave reduction count as well. Because, well, yeah, the whole losing slaves less will mean I can use them for income and I can use them for slaves for these blood knights for a lot longer. So it's quite good.
Blood Queen
So
of
yeah, my
Hargoneth.
first task would probably be to finish off this province. Let's just move her up to this little settlement. Hello, people.
Destroy
Don't
them.
mind me. I'm just going to encircle you now for a second.
Blood
Just
for all.
to chuck in my lovely little, my lovely death hag, which looks awesome with all of her gold on her. Don't mind me. Just gonna plunk you in there. Because a lot of times putting heroes into units' armies would reduce their movement. I thought I'll get her into position and then I'll start striking them down. With all my might and hatred. Yeah, it's just hovering over the auto-resolve like, let's auto-resolve this. No, of course not. We want to see these Sisters of Slaughter in action with all their kinky whip business. No. And also we get Hargoneth Executioners, which that's a really good start to have Hargoneth Executioners. And it looks like you also come with a hero unit as well. I've noticed at the start of some campaigns now. So to start the campaign with a Death Hag, pretty good. I'm sure Malekith starts with a Sorcerer of Fire, because I'm sure that's what my campaign was like, but no. So then, let us do this.
Executioners! Bleak sword!
Get my bleak swords to the, on the sides to get to the flanks. Get these guys on the flanks here. And then, yep, Death Hag here, you there. Ooh. And we also get the Gaze of Cain immediately. So I'm going to put you in the middle to try and get the most of the Gaze of Cain. But yeah, that seems good to me. Let us move up. Also, I just realised your colours are going to look different as well. So I'm not sure what your colours would be like. I haven't got the better camera mod to go up and bit close into your business, which is a bit annoying. I might go into the settings and change the camera mode, because you can change it to a debug camera mode, which I might have that one actually. It might be a bit handier, but yeah. So your shields look really nice. That's one thing for certain. But I'm not sure. You just pretty much just look like normal, ordinary guys. Hang on, that's the purple shields of Nagaroth. Get that out of here. We don't need those shields. But yes, flaunting and other chivalrous stuff. Wait, chivalrous? Oh, whatever. I don't know what I'm on about. Oh, I can place where I want anyway, so I can pick and choose where I want it.
Certainly.
Let's get moving, people!
Hellabrom!
Dread spears! Slaughter them! At once!
Ooh.
Check.
We understand.
Understood.
Let's keep on moving around these flanks, boy!
Hellabrom!
Bleak sword!
Get you in there as well.
Canes!
And finally... Okay, let's move you over there. And get you in here, and the witch is in here as well.
Death!
And after a few seconds, then we'll do the madness.
You are not
I'm not quite in the actual radius to actually get affected by them. Or does it give me rampage? I'm sure it does give me rampage. No.
dread spears!
Don't think I was quite in the range then to be affected by it then.
Hellabrom!
Which, speaking of these guys being in range, they are not in movement as well.
On to slaughter! Dread spears!
This is a little bit of an awkward situation, ain't it?
Bleak swords! Eager for battle!
Need some good old rear charges over here.
On to slaughter!
This would be amusing to see. Yeah, they're gonna start retreating now fully. That was an awkward battle. I should have won that a lot faster than I should have, but I'm always a bit rusty in games. I'm never the best in anything. I basically play too much of every game to really get good at one game. But 78 kills and the Argyle execution is nothing to scoff at. And even 40 on the kind of poorly micromanaged Death Hags. Sorry, Sister of Slaughter. Oof. I'd be worrying some squad of Death Hags. Oof. Death to incarnate to all you guys. Especially if one Death Hag got 26 kills.
I feel Canes.
Oh, and they gave me 100 kills as well because of the people she captured. And as Dark Elves logic, we would obviously sack the living daylights out of you. Yoink.
Blood is
Don't mind if
power.
I do. And yeah, let's go and take the settlement. And 2 unique buildings in her settlement. Yeah, pretty good. And also, I'm trying to think if I'm guessing Harginev and Harginev executioners. I'm guessing that's where they originate from, but oh, wow, you can get a really good garrison up in this building. So you can get 2 extra Harginev executioners and 4 witches, which I'm sure these buildings also come with it. No, they just come with Blackguards of Nagaroth, and unless the garrison up here gives you Harginev executioners. But you can have some seriously good, yeah, really good garrison in these buildings. So that's awesome. And yeah, I'll just leave you. There's no point me upgrading you at the moment. And yeah, Right Marcher, of course. Every single time I'll take Right Marcher. And I can also start research, which is the same to an extent. Yeah, it's all the same. So I'll go the same route as I normally go, which is growth. Always to the growth. And yeah, these guys should also work. Also, for the first video, I will do a live one, and then after that, I would skip out some of this boring stuff. It's just sometimes good to do a full live one, in a way. And it'll also be interesting to see how fast my blood diet starts to deplete. Which is interesting because I'm thinking of always Blood Knight as in the soldier knight, rather than the actual day and night, which is awkward. Ooh, that's good. The reward it can't fall another minimum level. That's going to be good. Capture the following settlement. Oh boy, that's a long way away, but that is a good cause. The Death Knight bar cannot fall below a higher minimum level, which is really good. So it will never drop below that one. So that's really good. And I'm guessing I'll get more quests for it to maybe stay in higher levels. Because, yeah, that's not going to be good to get that one. And the Death Knight bar falls below. Cannot fall below another one. Higher minimum level. So it might add to my levels? I do not quite understand. What says capture Quintex? Oh, okay. So if I capture Quintex, it won't fall below that one. And if I destroy that settlement, it won't fall another one. So I could gain. So it always stay at these three, which is quite good actually, because I basically never get the bad benefits, which is good. I like that. So I might
buildings are crumbling.
Try and make a peace agreement with Nagaron. Try and confederate with them, of course. And then I might head over to Quintex and maybe take Heron. But I think it might be easier and more lore-friendly to go towards High Elves before they get powerful, because, as I've said in every other campaign, the High Elves get very strong in the late game. So I might get rid of them in the early game. So, yeah. Makes logical sense in my opinion.
Pain's instrument.
And yeah, I want to build you in here, and then I can demolish you.
Now,
I'm going to go and scout this ruin, see if there's any Skaven around. Probably not, because I'm not sure there's like lots of Skaven factions,
I am
but
unstoppable.
yeah, just an ordinary ruin, an ordinary bog standard ruin. Let's go and see if we can find some slaves in there. Probably not. It's all probably killed and dead and murdered. So let's go and see. Treasure hunt go. Oh, abandoned barracks. Nope, I don't think there's going to be any living objects in there. Oh, well, that's a shame. Amongst the ruined cities, wandering, dismay streets, you find a barracks, deserted of course. Inside there are an arsenal full of ancient arms and armor that will be of spite and spit and polish, not your own, naturally. yeah, of course not. But get the slaves to do that boring old stuff. May yet prove useful. So let's see, leave the bags, yep, because that's logical. Let's just leave all this lovely stuff right here. Take the weapons, so probably increase my attack output. Sell the weapons, probably gain some money. Ignore them and keep searching. Probably come across nothing, or maybe a magical item. Seem to be fine on money right now, so I guess I could take the weapons.
sharpening my blade.
Yep, plus my attack, as I thought, for only a few turns. So, but maybe searching for it more would have given a magic item, which could be permanent, or it might just be there's nothing. You should have really just done that, but oh well. And how many settlements do you have?
Noble born.
You have 4, so going towards you. Going to war with you could be questionably not so sound, but I do want my province, so I should go to war with you.
Cruel dreadlords.
And I'll see if these guys want at least.
I've been looking forward to this.
Norska wants to do some negotiations.
Refused.
Well, to war with you then, good sir. The downside, this back province is just really, really large, so it's a bit awkward. And there's no way for me to tell if... it could be the new faction. Yeah, Marauder Champions, yeah, it's the new, that's the new, Norska factions. That's going to be pretty good, so they actually could be quite handy to ally with them, because they're going to be stronger than just, we're going to spam loads of weak tier units. Not much of a change to their, rituals as well. I think maybe just one, the sacrifice to Drakir, which, yeah, death hags and witches get buffs, and also witches here, which now makes me think actually what her themed army would be. If I'm thinking maybe Sisters of Slaughter, a few Sisters of Slaughter would be pretty damn awesome. probably gonna have the Hellabrom in there because that sounds funny as hell to have the Hellabrom in there because Hellabrom. and see, active, and then also recharges if losing melee combat. It's weird that there's things that buff yourself if you are losing combat, or if I'm guessing maybe the enemy is losing combat. I'm not certain, but still, it's going to be weird because it says it targets yourself, but then it reactivates if losing melee combat. So if I'm losing melee combat, I will then regain the ability, which sounds weird to have lots of abilities that only go off when I'm losing combat, which is strange. Maybe as a last-ditch effort or something, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, skipped a little bit, did a battle, so yeah, that was a bit of an easy one. So yeah, casualties captured at the post-battles, definitely. I'm trying to get as many as I can, duh. So yeah, let's just try and max that out, and maybe getting to lightning strike could be quite handy, going against high elves where they might try and swarm me with many legions of forces to kick me off their island. And we also finally have this province settled out as well, which if I'm going to be constantly killing off my slaves, having the slaves is not going to be that interested. Income from post-loot battle, faction-wide, that's really good. But yeah, the taxes just altogether seems pretty handy for me. Great. Probably should have waited before they until they declared war on somebody else rather than just declaring war on them straight off the bat, because now they're only going to be preoccupied by me, which is awkward, but oh well. Strange. Okay, let's just take a little chance. It's a 40% chance of an ambush, but let's see if we can bring these guys out from hiding and wage a little war with them. Yeah, they have got Blackheart Corsairs, but... oh, hang on. This is a good move for me. Yes, come to my trap. Come to me. Oh, you decided just to do practically nothing. Okay, but you're still right next to me, which is fine. Unless you're going to run back into your settlement. No, you're good. Yeah, if only I was a little bit into a better position, I wouldn't have had them fooled by me, but oh well. But yes, I now brought them out from hiding. Come to me, my pretty. Yes, of course you would run away. You cowardice cur. Come to me. Hello. Oh well, it's going to be a bit of an overkill moment, but why not? Let's indulge ourselves. It's going to be Lord on Lord action. Oh, and we're going to definitely dominate the hell out of them. Oh, if you haven't noticed, I love the bad guys so much. Oh, some trees for me to hide in. Perfect. Unless they do the same, which I'm going to be very affected by. I'm sure I could bait them away from the trees so I don't get spotted and I can ambush them. Be cool. Okay, so with great patience, my ambush is almost set. Let's go ahead and move up and engage the enemy. Yes, do this business. Yes, they're trying to set up on these little hills already. Oh, yeah, not going to be there on time. But I can also bring out my guys from ambush. Send her in and bring out this Madness of Cain for her. Madness, go, go! Foolish humans. Yeah, they're going to try and catch me, which is going to be a nuisance. And they're going to try and walk around me in circles, which is also mostly vexing, but we should be all fine and dandy. But yes, now that we can get to our flanks. Which, speaking of flanks now, we should be fine. What's going on over here? Not attacking anyone naughty, are you? Nope, you're attacking good people. Understood. You give them a range fire support. Try and chase them if you can. Probably not going to be able to, but oh well. Move you guys out, move you guys over here. And I reckon it's time for another little bit of madness.
Lord of Murder!
Dark shards.
Let's get you firing over here.
Onwards to murder.
Keep on moving around, get the little Hageneths in. And let's get a little bit of a melee action going over here. Oh, who would win? A goth with two swords, or a puny little guy with one sword? I think me, with a pin slap to your face.
Hellabrom! I offer blood!
Murder awaits! Drooping blood!
Let's see if any of my guys are being attacked, which I don't want to. No, all seems fine and dandy with the world.
Dark shard!
Oh, more of my guys are over here as well. Get over here, you. Because you guys have run away, I could easily leave you to run away to your own devices.
Hack! Slash!
And let's get you on a good charge on this guy. That was a good charge there, woman.
Hellabrom!
Anyone else to target with?
Blood!
No, looks like everyone's all disappeared like pansies. Which, speaking of that, we haven't actually really got a decent look at the Sisters of Slaughter, which makes logical sense to actually have a look at them. As per usual, naked as always. Yes, quite the case indeed. And I wonder, I'm curious if you do actually have shields. You do, and they're only bronze shield, which makes logical sense. So 35% of damage reduced. That's good actually. From a little tiny shield like that, you would think it would actually cover less of your body with protection from arrows, but oh well, it's going to work quite well. So they're actually quite good at defending against missiles. I might, if I can get them early game, might use them a lot. But yeah, moving on swiftly. We killed the Lord. There's not much for Hellabrom to really be interested in anymore. Decisive? A little too decisive? not indecisive enough. But yeah, now we got him, this army out of the way, which should be easier for us to push on and take over settlements from these little puny high elves. High elves? Dark elves. It's awkward fighting my own Druki, but because they're so sedated, sanitized torture, it makes it so much more fun to find new torture methods.
Bleed them
More slaves? Hell yeah. Yoink.
beyond measure.
It's weird how these guys retreated and they retreated again, but oh well, more slaves for me to take from them. Don't mind if I do.
Bleed and break. Cain is watching.
More slaves. Thank you.
I am your new mistress.
And we have a right unlocked. This will be the moment we already got the right. Casualty captured post-battle 25. The only downside is slave decline is reduced by 25. Income from slaves is good. Ability could be handy against the Dark Elves right now, but it reduces them whenever they get to them. Just minus 100. Interesting. What I'll do is I'll just march up to the edge so I can steal heal and I can get into range of Dargoth. So I might as well get rid of these guys, and if I could ally with the Northern tribes, it would be interesting to see them maybe fight with me. Yeah, downside is logically people could clearly see go for these guys over here. It's most logical of things to do, but oh well.
Crone Hellabrom.
And let's see, an increased damage walls, because I think that could be handy for siege attack. So I'll go ahead and buff that because I might have to damage some of these walls, especially when taking the frozen city.
Chill-hearted.
And more slaves, good. Oh, I can get another level out of this as well. More slaves. And then what else would I want here? Income from raiding, looting, and sacking. Definitely. That should be better now. I took away 2 of my dread spears and getting a little bit more money per turn, which is pretty good. So I can take some more settlements as well.
Cease your provocations.
It's only 40 gold to repair you, but you'll be repaired by the end of this turn anyway, so that'll be fine. I'll repair you. So yeah, that should be fine by now. Okay, so I actually now have enough for a Death Knight, but the thing about it though is I might wait a little bit more just so I can get the most out of my slaves, and so I can get the most out of my Blood Knight. Blood Knight. I'll probably wait until it just ticks off into the red zone, then I'll perform it to hopefully bring it up. I'm not sure if it'll bring it up to full or if it might just bring it up a bar. If it does bring it up just by a single bar, I'm going to be quite worried, but it's all due to science, of course. Because there's no point doing it right now. I'm only gaining 1.5 ticks of my Blood Knight, whereas if I wait, maybe I could even wait if I could find it, but probably not suited. But and wait till almost the end of the first this last tick. I could then bring it up even more, which get the real big most of it. But I would rather not get -10 upkeep in public order, to be honest. Okay, so at the moment Nagaroth isn't at war with Grond, so I shouldn't have the settlements that have the which can give me the scrolls, the dark scrolls I'm guessing I need. Scrolls of Hecatric detail, so yeah, I won't be getting that till later, so I don't have to worry too much about Nagaroth taking that from me. The only downside is that the more I wait, the more potential chances of getting to a better settlement level. Let's just take these 4. I'll take these 4 buildings and then I'll score that's here. Might be off screen, might be on screen, depending on how cool the battle might be. Oh, Malakith wants a trade agreement. Excellent. Thanks for the income, and also that'll give me good public order with you. Perfect. Oh, and the big old hordes come in. I'm about to head back and deal with you, lady. And it's a sorceress as well, a sorceress supreme, so it'll be interesting to see her. I lost the... a sacrifice I must have to make, but oh well, I'll come back for you later, my dear. Oh, you're just sacking it. That's perfect for me. I don't really care about you sacking my settlements and walking away. As long as I don't lose the settlement, it doesn't matter. Ah, perfect. You're going for that building. Oh, boy. You're bringing the friends along as well. But you're not in full range, so that's a bit bizarre. Excellent. A nice little thing. So yeah, they went for my city of Haganeth, and foolishly they are going to feel the wrath of the Kron Hellabrom. And then this will also be the last battle of this episode. So, luckily for me, I'm coming from the flanks, which should be quite good. So, yeah, that's awesome. We'll just have to see how long we can survive for a bit. I'll deploy slightly to the left, just so I can be able to slightly join up with my other units. But, yeah. Oh, I hate when they have to just try and spread out their units so much I can barely even see where they're even moving. Ugh. Ugh. Hopefully these guys don't do anything annoying with me, which it looks like they are. Or not, never mind.
No survivors.
Oh, halt.
Dark elves. The merciless host.
And yeah, let's just try and deal with these little combats over here.
Dark shards.
Hellabrom, let's give yourself some little bit of a juice going on over there.
Sacrifice and slaughter.
And let's move you guys away from these spears. Oh wait, no, they want to leave an opening for me. Alright, fair play. By all means, go ahead. And how are these guys do? Oh boy. Try and get some missile support over here, please.
Destroy.
We are ready.
I need some spear support over there. And some range support. And these guys can now move around. Except for you guys, you charge in. Let's move around a bit more. It's quite vexing trying to deal with so many units all over the place. So they can get a good rear charge over there. Move around a little bit more. And these guys need to get out of this combat because I think there's some spears in there and they're going to start losing some combat. And might as well activate your potions. Lotions and potions. And you guys have all been dealt with over there, so let's move you guys around. Move you guys around. And move over here. Move over here. Yep, it's a bit awkward trying to deal with everything at once. Speaking of that, let's get some sisters battle action in here. Ooh, there's vicious sounds of those whips everywhere. Terrifying. But Yeah, nicely done. Oof. I mean, to an extent, I just literally got a rear charge off by accident. Yeah, let's get, we gotta go over there to get that sorceress, which I think we need to take apart. Charge over there, got to charge here. Let's move you guys in.
Battle ready.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are not doing anything.
Executioners! Dead!
I haven't seen also the melee aspects of the Supreme Sorceress as well. She could have some pretty good stats. Or not, pretty abysmal stats already, but oh well. Let's get you guys out. Yeah, a little bit of a tag team going on over here. Yeah, let's just get all you guys in the right place. Annoyingly, I don't know how my Dark Riders lost to their Dark Rider. Oh no, I'm chasing after them. For a second I couldn't select them, so I thought I lost that combat over there, and I was like, how did that happen? But yeah, let's just try and chase as many of these guys down as possible. The more I chase down now, the less it'll come to bite me in the butt later. Alright, I think I've done enough. Decisive victory? Probably so. I felt a little bit on micromanagement match just because the AI just spreads out everywhere, and it's hard, I find, to keep a front of everyone everywhere. Which the AI obviously is able to keep a front of it because they're just like beep beep boop, move this here, move that there, beep beep boop. And I'm just here like, my eyes can only comprehend what I can see. I only have 2 hands as well. This is going crazy.
Death!
But yeah, I didn't lose many casualties, so I will take that as a good old tipperoo to a victory to me.
The whispers grow louder.
Goodbye. Cheerio. Get out of here.
Queen of Hearts.
And yeah, I'll just sit in there for a little bit. I think I should go for the damaged walls or replenishment. I think the replenishment will be more beneficial at the moment to churn out more of my army, so I can get stuff out of the way.
The buildings are crumbling.
Yeah, not bad at all. I don't mind that. And I'll also upgrade you to tier 2 so I can get myself my watchtowers in here, or could I say witch towers, which would be more interesting, but sadly there's no witches, so I can't call them witch towers. It's stupid. But yeah, also as I was saying, I'm close to the little part where I will do my lovely Death Knight. So probably in the next episodes you'll be seeing the Death Knight wandering around because I have no control of it. I'm like beep beep boop, I don't know what you're doing. But oh well. So yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and see you guys in the next video. And remember, stay classy guys, and have a good old day to you. Bye!